Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Tuesday. So I'm sure you noticed immediately that the format of this video is slightly different than it's been for the last couple of weeks. Actually, I'm going to share with you a free recipe. Woohoo! So the recipe today is for a exfoliating facial scrub. I've had so many requests for facial scrubs, but this is actually the first one that I found a recipe that I actually want to share or sell to others. So get your pencil and your paper ready, because I'm going to give you the ingredients and tell you all about how to put it together for yourself if you want to make it at home. If you're not a do-it-yourselfer, then it will be on the shelves here at the Bath Place and on thebathplace.com in the next several weeks. This one was actually made at the request of a good friend of the family, and I'm finally getting around to getting it to where I want to be, so I want to share it with you all. Alright, so quickly I want to talk to you about the ingredients. The first ingredient that I want to share with you is the white kaolin clay. Alright, so the kaolin clay is actually a mild and gentle clay, so it won't overly pull the oils from your skin like some of the other clays will. So this is what makes it great for all skin types. It does get rid of excess oil, but just not to the level that some of the other clays will. It helps to stimulate blood flow and circulation, it cleans the pores, and removes dead skin. You'll find this clay, this is a very common clay, so you'll find it in a lot of different cosmetic applications, even sometimes in eyeshadow you'll find the kaolin clay. Alright, so the next ingredient that I want to share with you, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see the grain of it. This is apricot seed powder. Alright, and this is exactly what it says it is. It is the ground seed of an apricot. But what it does is it's a gentle, natural exfoliant. It exfoliates the skin without scraping or leaving any damage on the surface of the skin, removes dirt, and promotes a clear, healthy complexion. Alright, you'll know if you've ever used our lemongrass soap or our lemongrass scrub, it's actually in the lemongrass scrub, and it's actually on top of the lemongrass soap. Alright, the next ingredient that I want to share with you is the Rhassoul Clay. You'll notice a sharp contrast in the look of that kaolin clay, the white kaolin and the Rhassoul Clay. The Rhassoul Clay is unique for several different reasons. For one thing, the source of it is found deep beneath the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. It also contains higher percentages of trace minerals like magnesium, potassium, calcium, and other trace minerals than most other clays. Now you'll find these minerals in other clays, but just not in the concentration that you'll find it in Rhassoul Clay. So these minerals that are in the Rhassoul Clay make it highly detoxifying, you know, and they can actually exchange themselves for compounds, for toxic compounds that can be found on the skin, like metals. So the clay not only removes impurities from your skin, but it also replaces them with nourishing trace minerals. I think that's pretty amazing. But the clay's high level of ion exchange makes it great for toning and enriching the skin. So this is some good stuff right here, the Rhassoul Clay. The other thing that I'm going to use is lavender essential oil. Lavender essential oil is antiseptic and a fungal. It's used to treat various skin disorders like acne, wrinkles, so it's great for aging skin, psoriasis, and other like inflammatory skin issues. So that's the lavender essential oil. Lavender essential oil, I think I talked about it a couple of shows back, but it has like endless other benefits outside of that, like therapeutic benefits. This is just a larger thing of the apricot seed powder. Lavender Buds, this is completely optional. It will add to the exfoliating because just the grain of it will, but these are the lavender flower buds in here, but it actually is nice aesthetically to look at. Almost forgot, last but not least is sodium bicarbonate. Now sodium bicarbonate is better known as baking soda. But anyway, baking soda is a gentle exfoliant, and it was added because of its antifungal and antimicrobial properties. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I have a dropper here, and this is to add 1 milliliter of the lavender essential oil. Alright, so we've got our big steel bowl here. Hello! Alright, we've got a big steel bowl here. And I'm going to first add, it really doesn't matter what order you add these in, but I'm going to tell you what I'm adding now. I'm adding a half a cup of the Kaolin Clay. Let me zoom out a little bit because that's all right. Alright, and this is a tablespoon of the Rhassoul Clay. Alright. We're going to add a tablespoon of the Sodium Bicarbonate. And finally, we're going to add a tablespoon of the apricot seed powder. So you could add and mix as you go. I just prefer to add everything and then mix. You can use a spoon if you like. I'm going to use a gloved hand because I like to kind of twirl it between my fingers and mix it well. And you'll notice that the Rhassoul Clay really takes over the color of this scrub, and it's actually giving the whole scrub a nice kind of like cream color. So you just mix all of your ingredients really well, and I'm not going to keep you on while I mix this as thoroughly as I will, but I would continue to mix, making sure that everything is well blended. Okay. And kind of, if you have any lumps, breaking them up. I'm going to get a whisk actually. So if you have a whisk is great to use as well. Alright. So that's as good as we're going to mix it right now because I don't want this video to be too terribly long. Trying to open these lavender buds and film, which is a challenge. Alright. So I'm going to add less than a tablespoon. I'm going to add, I don't know, maybe this might be about a half a tablespoon of the Lavender Buds. Again, it helps with the exfoliation and it's, you know, aesthetically pleasing as well to see the lavender buds there. Alright. So, last but not least, we are going to add one milliliter of Lavender Essential Oil and mix. Alright. So there you have it. This is actually the almost finished once it's mixed well. This is the almost finished facial scrub. Now you're probably wondering, wow, this is dry. Like, what am I supposed to do with this dry facial scrub? It looks like a facial powder. Alright, so the way at the back place, the way we sell our facial mask and now our facial scrubs is we sell them in powder form. Like if you add the liquid to it, you are adding to the weight of it. And kind of charging the customer for the water that's in it. That's one reason why we leave it in powder form. The other reason is that if we add the water or the aloe to it, or the tea or the yogurt, depending on what you choose to mix with it, then we have to add a preservative. And I would just prefer to sell it preservative free and in the powder form. So that way you'll get a powder product, but it will last you a lot longer. So what you'll need to do after you have created this, you can mix it with either aloe, you can mix it with water, or you can mix it with yogurt. Aloe is my choice. Aloe is the one that I most enjoy using. This is pretty boring looking at this powder. But aloe is the one that I most enjoy using. So I would say you take about a teaspoon of the powder, a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the powder, half a teaspoon equal part of aloe, water, herbal tea, or yogurt. Mix it. When you're ready to use it, apply it to your face, scrub all over, rub all over, and then rinse and pat dry, and you're done. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I would have much rather had someone to film this so I could smile at you and really be interactive, but I didn't want to miss you all today. So give me your feedback. If you make the mask and try the mask, let me know how you enjoyed it, if it worked well for you, if you're interested in any variations or knowing what essential oils would be best for your skin, since this one is pretty much generic for any skin type. Just let me know. Leave me a comment, send me a message, inbox me. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next Tuesday. Mwah.